What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. I know I haven't been online in a while, but I'm excited to bring you a very special Nico Live experience. One question I keep getting, whether it's on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's always how do I increase the engagement with the followers I have? And I thought it's a very interesting question because, frankly, there's no quick hack to the tips I'm about to give you. Like, this isn't a tip if you want to get thousands and thousands of comments and DMs today. If my methods revolve around a slow progression over time, and frankly, I think that's how most things are. Like, yes, there are people who get viral posts or get thousands of dollars from one post, and frankly, it's interesting. Like, if you're able to do that consistently, like, you've hit a gold mine. But for the vast majority of us, that isn't feasible, and we shouldn't be striving for something like that. But what we can strive for is, progressive. I don't want to say slow engagement, but progressive engagement over time. So I thought, why not do a live dedicated to just increasing the engagement that you have? Because let's be real, that's what we all strive for. Yes, you can have millions of followers, but if you only get like 3 likes and a couple comments, like, that might not be a good audience for you. Because yes, you have the numbers, but you might not have the interest or the deep rooted, connection with your audience. Which, that happens. We all know those people who have tons of followers yet very low engagement, and you can't help but wonder, how did they get to having all these followers? Was it a viral post, or was it a acquisition of followers, through click farms or whatever? So there's numerous topics that we can go in, but again, I want to keep it very light, very positive, and give you very tangible steps, things that you can start implementing today to actually increase your engagement. So my number one hack, quote unquote hack, is to actually engage with the people that are engaging with you today. This means if you put out a post, whether text, video, audio, you post it here on LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, wherever it is, you go in and respond to the comments, the likes. It seems very simple. I know it seems very simple, but hear me out. If you do that consistently, you'll start building repertoire with your audience. You'll actually get to know them by name. You'll know when you see someone's post or someone's comment that that they're going out of their way to actually ask you questions. So before we do anything and start looking for more connections and more engagement from a new source, why not capitalize on the people that are already giving us the attention today? Right? Like, why not? Like, if for a great example, one thing I promised myself is, even if it takes me a week, I go back and answer each and every comment I get. I made it a priority because that's what helped get me to the point I am today. It's why I have so many great relationships from LinkedIn, is because I spent the 30 seconds to a minute answering these questions, asking follow-up questions, engaging with them. So before you start looking outwardly to get more followers and more engagement somewhere else, focus on the engagement that you have today and maximize that. I know it might seem tedious, but that is what's going to enable you to get to where you want to go. If you want 50 comments, 100 comments per post, you have to start somewhere. I'm trying to help you build those habits so that when you do eventually get to that point that you have all those, you can actually maintain it and use that to your advantage. So the number one tip, actually engage with the people that you engage today, right? So so that is one of the quickest tips that you can actually start implementing today, right? So the next next tip I want to say is, start sending messages to each one of your connections. Right. So if you have a new follower on LinkedIn or a new connection request, it might seem easy to just accept it, right? Just accept that connection and leave it. But I want to actually challenge you. Send them a message. Thank them for connecting. Ask them why they connected. Tell them about what you do, if you can provide any value to them. Keep it very light, very high level, because even if they don't respond, it does two things for you. One, it shows the algorithm that you're actively engaging with people, and that person might be more likely to see your content down the way. It's a great idea for to actually start using the algorithm to work for you. The second thing is, you never know what conversation can actually spawn from that, right? So if and listen, I've been doing this since day one, where I've tried to send a message to each and every person, and out of the 7,000 followers I have here on LinkedIn, I've done it to probably 6,000 because in the early days, it just got overwhelming. Now I've built a system to have templates. It makes it a lot easier to actually do. But here's the nice thing about what actually happens from that the conversations, because whether it is with a audience member that could become a client for you, whether it is a connection, a business connection, or whether it's a referral that comes from it, you just don't know what can come from that. And Darren over here, who just liked my post, he and I relationship completely happened because we were connecting on LinkedIn through comments. I would answer his questions. We would jump on the phone together, and that's how we built our relationship. It was by engaging in the comments, by engaging in the direct messages, that we were able to build some rapport with one another and context to when we jumped on the phone. It was like two friends just chatting. So that's a very, very simple. So the first one, engage with the people you engage today. Second, reach out when you have a new follower. And I'm doing this every single day on TikTok. Let me actually show you, because I think this will give you context, right? So let's just switch over this mic real quick. Let's see. Boom. I'm sending direct messages, and this is in the last day. Let's see. This is just in the last day, and I haven't got too many followers that day. But this is, I'll show you one that I did. Right. This is a very, very simple message. Come on. Okay, well, basically says, I got this follower and said, hey, thank you so much for connecting. If I can answer any questions, let me know. It doesn't have to be hard. That's what I want people to understand. It doesn't have to be a hard, time consuming task. Just send them a direct message. Just thank them for connecting. Keep it the more simple you keep it, the better. And even, listen, if they don't respond, that's totally okay. Not everyone's going to respond. It's the truth. I do this with all of my followers, and I'm lucky if I get 20% engagement. And that's okay, because here's the thing, it shows that I'm human. So I have a lot of people who I never talked to after that reach out asking me for business advice or asking me for marketing advice. And I'm more than happy to give it to them. And they feel compelled because of the content I put out and the fact that I feel like I'm very approachable. Secondly, one of the biggest things I think or lastly to say is actively outreach to the people that you're trying to go after. So both of the ones I illustrated were passive, right? So the comments you already get, perfect. Answer those, make sure you engage with the people. The second one, the direct messages that you already get, or the people who follow you send messages to. That's a fantastic, very basic tip to implement today. Now, the last one is actually outreach to the people that you want to connect more with. It doesn't have to always be the small business, or let me back up. It doesn't always have to come from them. It can come from you. So why don't you jump into the search bar, look up a hashtag, respond and comment to posts that are related to what you want to talk about. Start outreaching your audience, right? Like, you want to find those perfect people that care about what you care about, might be in the same industry, and you can start implementing like a relationship building techniques today. So those are some 3 basic tips. I want to keep these short because I do have a call in a couple minutes, but I want to keep these short. I think something tangible like this that you can start implementing today. I like those. That's the content I like. So I'm going to keep these short. I will be back tomorrow. We'll chat a little bit more then. If you have any questions, anything, throw them in here. Send me a comment or send me direct messages, and we will get that going. Awesome. Have a great day, guys. Peace.